Hello and welcome to my review of the Minichamps 1/18 scale diecast model of the Mercedes Benz SL500 from the year 2001. I believe this is one of the best value for money diecast models currently available, and throughout this video I will show you why. Now, why is this model so special? First of all, it's a diecast model, 1/18 scale. It's quite heavy and it has excellent details. It is made by Minichamps, but I believe the execution, the materials used is more in line with that of an auto art in my opinion. But what really sets this model apart is the mechanism that it uses for the retractable hardtop on this model. Mimics that of the 1:1 scale real car, almost exactly the same. Now I know there's some models from Maisto and one from Motormax of this car that also have a retractable hardtop, but the mechanism in this one is something special, and I will show that later. So first of all, let's look at the materials used and the details of the car. So let's start with the front. We can see the details in the headlights are excellent. No studs visible. There's also fog lights here. It's difficult to see. The emblem is not a sticker, but a photo etched part. And there's mesh below. All of these things are not common for our Minichamps. Next, let's look at the wheels. The side, the handle, even the light on the mirrors is replicated well. The lights on the back are also made well. The third brake light, the photo etched Mercedes Benz logo, and the exhausts. Here we can see the antenna is a piece of rubber, so it can bend, but you should be careful with this. Even this side piece are metal parts. And below there's quite a bit of details. Now let's look inside the hood. The engine detail is really good. A lot of parts, painted parts. See if we can see it better this way. There's a lot of depth to the engine also. A lot of wires, cables, hoses. And from the side also, you can really see the details. The doors. Also have a lot of detail. And let's look at the interior up close. You can see on the interior the details, the carpeting, the wood trims are all done really well. And what sets this model apart is they used some sort of leather material for the seats. I haven't seen Minichamps do this before. I've seen some CMC models and some auto art models do this, but this is the first time I see it in a Minichamps. You can also turn this piece just like the Regal car. The way the trunk opens is something really nice. The hinges, you can see here, are all metal. They resemble the real car. Inside, you can see the hardtop stored. And these hinges move the hardtop all the way up. From this angle, we can see how the hardtop moves. First, the trunk goes all the way up. Again, showing those hinges. Next, these pieces move out of the way. Next, this piece here is actually bends, has two pieces, this one and this one, bends downwards, which also has a metal hinge. And finally, we can start to get the hardtop. The roof part, if you can see here, the roof part and the rear window. They fold on separate ways, just like the real car. They do this in order to have more space for the trunk and occupy the least amount of space possible. This sets in motion here. Again, we move this piece back here and we can set the hardtop. And finally, close the trunk. The fit is really nice. There are no gaps. Everything is done perfectly. Now let's do the process once again and turn it into convertible. So we open the trunk. We separate the roof. And we fold the rear window to sit flush with the roof. Here we have to also move this piece up. After that, we move this part back. Again, you can see the hinges. Place it back, and now we have to take out this small part here. And finally, close everything. Now we have the convertible. So some final thoughts on this model. I believe this is one of the best Minichamps models there is. The materials they use, like the leather on the seats, the execution of the hinge mechanism, the details both inside, the use of mesh on some parts, the details on the engine is quite excellent, and I highly recommend it. I don't know if many people know about this model, that's why I made this review, and probably that's why the prices haven't been going up on this model. But if you can find one for a reasonable price, I highly recommend it. Well, leave your comments, like, subscribe, and thank you. I will be making some other videos in the future.